it's Joan. This week we're still on more advanced bidding topics, and the one for this week is cue or control bidding. Many people say, "Oh, I couldn't do that, it's too hard." But provided you've got a few definite rules in place, it's really not hard at all, and it's the most helpful way to be able to work with partner to know whether to stay in game or whether you're good enough to actually bid slam. So the first thing you need to know is that you have two hands that are at least good enough for game. The second thing you need to know is it's clearly you've got a trump fit. You've got a trump suit that you will be playing in. When one partner or the other bids a new suit after a trump suit's been agreed, then this is a control or a cue bid. And the most modern way to do this is to use Italian cue bidding, which is showing an ace or a king or a singleton or a void at the same time. So if one partner, your partner, bids a new suit, they would like you to cooperate and they'd like you to show where your control is. At any stage when you stop bidding new suits and you just bid the trump suit, your partner is saying, "I don't want to bid anymore, I haven't got any more to tell you, and that's where I'd like to play." You never show a control bid in the trump suit, so therefore when partner bids for no trumps, that will tell us how many aces, particularly in the trump suit, that we've got. So cue bidding works really well underneath for no trumps when you want to tell partner which controls you've got. And of course they look at their hand and they say, is my hand made better or worse by the fact that partner just told me that they had the ace of diamonds or the king of clubs or a control? So it's a marvellous way to get to slam, and if you follow the basic principles that you never control bid in the trump suit, you leave blackwood for that, and that whenever either partner has enough information, they can either decide to bid slam or decide to sign off in game or use blackwood, that's fine. Try the hand I've given you, see how you go. I'm moving into Real Bridge, and Real Bridge is a fantastic English website and many championships are played on it these days. At the moment, I'm just trying supervised sessions because it's really good fun and you can see your partner, and I have a young expert, Jamie Thompson, who's working with me, who's a marvellous help, and he will give you his opinion about the hands. I'm there too, and I can do the same thing. So we've got 2 sessions a week of supervised Real Bridge. Give it a try. You can join via my website. Have a good week, everyone.